Coming off the 26-14 victory over the New Orleans Saints, Ben Johnson talked about the Week 7 win in Chicago at his press conference. We're going to react to what he had to say. Welcome to Claws Up, Bear Down, where we dive deep in all things Chicago Bears football. Hit that like button if you think that the Chicago Bears are going to beat the Ravens on Sunday.
That might have been the most physical game that we've played so far this year from our perspective. I thought our guys came out and they played hard. You could certainly hear it and feel it on the sideline throughout that game. I think it was evident there in the ground game statistics. I know our run game on offense was pretty successful, over 5 yards a carry, and then defensively, I think it was 2.6 yards per carry. So that was really good to see.
Something that isn't being talked about enough is the defense's ability to stop the run the last 2 weeks against Washington and then now against the New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara plays for the Saints, still a great running back, still a couple-time Pro Bowler, and the Bears defense has really stepped up their game, and Ben Johnson has taken notice.
And then I think the thing I'm most proud about was not only did we get off to a good start in terms of the 20-0 lead, but we weathered the storm in between, because it wasn't our best middle eight of the game, if you want to call it that. So
it's a great point by Ben Johnson. The authenticity by this man. They went ahead and New Orleans scored right before the half with a giant touchdown, and they got the ball back in the second half and then scored again. So I like that he's willing to say what they're looking at in the film room and not hiding anything as a coaching staff.
You to 14, and I just think back to that first week of the season against Minnesota, and how we didn't handle that very well. And you fast forward a few weeks later here, and I just thought as a team we responded a lot better.
Just great perspective, showing growth throughout the season already, saying going back to week 1, they let the Vikings back in the game, and now in week 7, they're going ahead and closing out a team that had a little bit of life there in the middle 8.
Just the acknowledgement that we had come from a Monday night game to week 1 of the season, and then going into week 2, we didn't play very well as a football team. And so you accept that challenge as both a coach and as a player. And I think our guys were really set on doing a better job this go around. And so they did that.
The growth in the team to be able to respond really well on a short week. Monday night, huge emotional win. A lot of storylines in that game against the Washington Commanders. And then to go ahead and get the best out of themselves on Sunday against the Saints, which felt like a trap game to a lot of us.
I just think we're slowly growing closer to what that vision is and what we want to be about. We talk about it all the time, but it slowly is starting to take shape.
Are the Chicago Bears identifying who they are as a football team? They're physical in the running game the last 2 weeks. They have a lot of takeaways on the defensive side of the ball. They are continuing to grow as a team, and that identity is really starting to take shape, even if it's not what we as fans thought it was going to be going into the season.
They're hitting violently.
Violence. We love violence in the Monsters of the Midway. Monsters are real. It's spooky season, and the Monsters of the Midway are back, baby.
And just how they were hitting, whether it's running backs or even the quarterback. And so that showed up. And then when you have the runners on offense playing with their pads low and running through the hole like they were, I think it sparks.
The physicality of the team was evident, and that is something that can go week to week as they continue to grow as a team. I think it's rapidly approaching where we know what this team is about. Hard-hitting, physical violence.
You didn't think he played winning football yesterday after you watched the tape?
Who's that?
Theo.
It's inconsistent, to say the least.
Not great. Not great. I think it's an upgrade from Braxton Jones, and I'm not a film expert. I'm going off of what I saw in stadium, but it's not great right now. And they're trying to find answers. They're trying to plug up that bucket with different types of tape. They haven't found the right tape yet. Theo Benedette, is he going to be the long-term solution at left tackle? Don't know yet. To be determined.
The evaluation process always goes on. If there's someone that's not pulling his weight, then we got to make a decision there. But
I love this. They're never satisfied. They're always evaluating. They're always trying to get better.
Part of what makes him special as a player, and so you don't want to neuter him. You don't. That's a dangerous road to go down, because he's got this natural ability to feel the pocket and know when to escape and extend. And I think more than anything for us, it's just making sure we're on the same page of the time and the place, the situation for where that Superman cape comes out.
I love this answer from Ben Johnson. Caleb Williams is the most important man in Halas Hall when it comes to players. And you know that he is special escaping the pocket. Was it risky against the Saints? Yes. Did he perform well against the Saints? No. But Ben Johnson is coaching his guys to be the best version of themselves.
Rome could have caught one or two of them himself, and I think there was another one that Caleb could have had better ball placement.
He speaks the truth, but he's not calling one player out of the other. He's calling them both out. Rome, you dropped some balls. Caleb, you didn't place it very well. It's on both of them. Accountability, accountability, accountability.
Yeah, I didn't think I did a good job calling plays.
Accountability, I didn't do a good job of calling plays. He's a thumb guy. He's not a finger guy.
And then I don't think I did the defense any favors with those play calls.
It's just the honesty. It is just the honesty. It's so refreshing to see from years and years of coaches lying up there. I think this is a great quality as a leader of men for Ben Johnson to have.
I think our defense is doing a phenomenal job knowing where that ball is. And I think when you make it a point of emphasis,
we understand that takeaways aren't going to always happen, but they are happening right now. And the offense needs to score more points off of those takeaways. But the rip they're going at right now, 3 on Monday, 4 on Sunday against the Saints. They are leading the NFL in takeaways. Can they continue this path? It's going to be hard. They're averaging 2.7 takeaways a game, 2.7.
Yeah, I love that. I want to see that on every single run play. The more population we can have to the football, the better off we're going to be.
Population of the football is a great term. Just hand up. It's just a great term. Population of the football on defense, population of the football on offense. And he's talking about the Kyle Manung guy called no touchdown play.
Yeah, generally speaking, I don't put too much stock in how the game's officiated. There's things beyond our control. We're going to coach it up as well as we possibly can.
There's 2 plays that really stick out to me that were bad calls. He can't say that. I will say that. 2 bad calls. The Colson Loveland offensive pass interference that negated a first down early in the first half. And then the Kyler Gordon hands to the head thing. Whatever, man. They have to be able to play the game. It's the NFL. It's a physical game. Neither of those should have been penalties. But I like the mentality of not being willing to change how they're playing the game for the referees.
As an offense, it comes in waves. Some guys are going to get hot, and some guys are going to step out of the spotlight for a little bit. I think that's the nature of having so many good players. Rome certainly being a part of that, and so there'll be a time where this thing comes around again, and he gets hot all of a sudden. I think he does a great job along with DJ and Luther and OZ, all those guys. I mean, they want to go out there and compete for their teammates. I think they're doing a better job of blocking for their buddies down the field.
The blocking by the wide receivers is opening up the run game exponentially. It is a huge difference between last year and this year. And this man right here, this is what he preaches. No block, no rock, and they are actually doing it. Rome will have his time, and Rome is a superstar in the making.
And we're having success as a team because, you put any of that personal goals to the side. I think all those guys, they want the team to win first.
Yes, they do. And they say it in their press conferences. They talk about it when they are talking to reporters. They are about winning football games. And everything has to feel better when they're won the last 4 games in a row.
Yeah, I mean, some weeks we'll run at that volume. Other weeks we might not feature the run game quite as much. That kind of fluctuates.
He's been consistent with this. It's going to change in the matchup. Who gets the ball? DeAndre Swift has run the ball as well as anyone in the NFL right now, and so is Manungai. This last game really had a nice breakout game, getting his first touchdown in the NFL.
I think we feel really good about both of those players. And so
2 weeks ago, I thought for sure they're going to be trading for running back, and I don't feel that way anymore.
Good teams don't have so many self-inflicted wounds.
Good teams don't have so many self-inflicted wounds. Love that from Ben Johnson.
It's everyone's trying to be better in the passing game. So our route runners got to get open. Our pass protectors got to protect. The play callers got to call good plays.
Accountability, again, from Ben Johnson. And that trickles down to the players. They're being accountable in pressers. They're being accountable, I'm sure, in the locker room. They're being accountable in practice because it starts with him first. Thanks for watching our reaction to the Ben Johnson press conference on Monday after the win against New Orleans. In the comments below, drop what you think is the most impressive part about Ben Johnson's coaching game. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Claws Up, Bear Down, and go ahead and watch our game recap from this weekend. Thanks for watching.